Emmanuel Acho doesn't hold back. He calls LeBron a failure in LA. Could it be time for the Lakers to trade their superstar?
But if you're the Lakers, you should want to trade him because he's not going to win with Luka. So if LeBron's not going to win with Luka, you might as well build.
Well, my thing is though, what do you get in return?
If you LA, right? You saw him in Cleveland. He went to several. He won one. You saw him in Miami. He went to several. He won one. In LA,
no, he won 2 in Miami.
He won a couple, but he went to several. My premise.
Yes.
In LA, he only went to one. So like, aren't your expectations higher when you're like, okay, in Cleveland, my dog went to, I think it was 4 straight, if I'm not mistaken. In Miami, he went to 4 straight. Now you come to LA, can I get a couple more appearances?
When Emmanuel Acho said LeBron James was a failure in Los Angeles and hinted the Lakers should move on, the internet exploded. Not because LeBron gets criticized often, but because this touched a long-running debate. Did LeBron really deliver what he was supposed to in LA, or did this era fall short? Share your thoughts in the comments.
ESPN's Dave McMenamin?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. But yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers would gladly sign LeBron James this summer if he were to return for a 24th season in the NBA. Fellas, do you guys think... outrageous. I'm telling you. Do you guys think the Lakers should trade LeBron James? Or I'm not trade. He's free this season, right? Yeah. Do you guys think that LeBron should join the Cavaliers next season?
Well, let me ask y'all this: should they trade him at the deadline?
Let's be honest about the expectations. When LeBron James came to Los Angeles, this wasn't Cleveland or Miami. This was the Lakers, a franchise built on championships and dynasties. Legends here are judged by rings, not hype. Kobe won 5, Magic won 5, Shaq 3-peat. So when LeBron arrived, the question wasn't if he'd win a title, but how many. That's why, for many fans, the current reality feels underwhelming.
You not winning a chip with LeBron. So the question then becomes, can you win a chip with Luka? And if so, who do we need to put around Luka to win a chip?
Who's trading for the 41-year-old that... Like, who's trading
still
for that?
giving you 22 and 6?
Like, who does he... It has to be a team that thinks I can win a championship with his presence, and that's the game changer. So if you think that LeBron's not a championship capable player at this point, where does he go?
Yeah. Yes, LeBron won a championship in 2020, and no one can take that away. A ring is a ring, but context matters. It happened in the bubble, under unusual conditions. No travel, no hostile crowds, and no normal playoff pressure. Some fans fully count it, others see it differently. Fair or not, that debate shapes how people view his time in LA. And outside of that run, there hasn't been another finals appearance that I don't think LeBron came to LA just for basketball. Yes, he won a championship in the bubble, but you also have to look at what Los Angeles has done for him as a global star. The business opportunities, the connections, the people you meet. You don't get that in Cleveland. Would finishing his career where he started be a nice story? Sure, but that chapter is already closed. He left Cleveland, went back, and delivered title. That was his thank you moment.
I don't... LeBron came out here, won a championship in a bubble. But you got to think about what being in LA has done for him as a global star.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to be out here because of the business that you can conduct it from out here. The people that you meet, the people,
yeah.
You're not getting that in Cleveland. And so, will it be a great story? Yeah, you finished where you started, you're born, but he's past that now. He left Cleveland, went back to Cleveland. That was his thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that happening. Like, why? He's more businessman LeBron now, and that's what he's on. And you conduct better business when you out
here.
here.
But if you're the Lakers, why would you want to keep LeBron?
You can't trade him. You can't. You can't
Number
trade LeBron
one,
for a
if
couple
you trade,
reasons.
what are you getting for LeBron?
That's the thing.
What are you getting for LeBron? Now, when Austin Reeves come back with LeBron, that hinders him. Because Austin Reeves is putting up 28 without him, 22 with him. And so that his usage for sure is going to drop. And so if you're the Lakers, you're in between a rock and a hard space. But you're not getting rid of LeBron.
Emmanuel Acho's point hit home because it's about expectations. In Cleveland, LeBron dragged teams to the finals. In Miami, he won a 4 straight and won 2. Even with flawed rosters, he always found a way to compete at the highest level. In Los Angeles, that dominance never fully showed up. Injuries, roster turnover, chemistry problems, and front office moves all played a part. But when you're called the greatest of all time, excuses don't hit the same. People expect results, not explanations.
A team is not going to want to give the Lakers what the Lakers are going to want for LeBron. That's number one. And then for two, the NBA can't allow LeBron James to be traded for a bag of peanuts.
Absolutely not.
We can't have a trade that looks like LeBron James for a second-round pick, the sixth man off the bench, and maybe one starter.
But given that because I think even he has a no trade clause, right? So he would have to want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it would only be Cleveland.
There's also the Anthony Davis factor. When AD arrived, the idea was clear. This would eventually become his team. LeBron would lead early, then hand over the keys. But that never truly happened. AD had moments of dominance, especially during the 2020 title run, but injuries and inconsistency stopped him from fully taking over. As a result, LeBron ended up carrying the load much longer than anyone expected.
Go to Cleveland, but your son's still on the Lakers. No,
Man, his son is in South Bay, brother.
it don't matter. He's still on the Lakers. You're not relocating your family to Cleveland because you do have a wife and a daughter. They're gonna go with you.
Yeah.
And leave your son here?
That's just
Nah.
1 year on the road.
Nah.
That's where the frustration comes in. If LeBron is still the best player on the team this late in his career, what does that say about the roster? And if the Lakers had years to build around him but never created a true championship machine, was the era mismanaged? This wasn't meant to be a slow rebuild. It was supposed to be instant contention. The Lakers gave up young players, draft picks, and flexibility to win now. They got one banner. For most teams, that's a win. For the Lakers, it feels like unfinished business.
When you have a family and you tight,
We don't want to be.
I'm not doing that. They seem like they tight as a family, and they was he holding on for Bryce. Bryce Redshaw in Arizona, so he ain't coming out this year.
I'm
So,
not gonna lie, Bryce
nah.
not making the league, brother. It's just not.
He
it's
not going to
happening.
Cleveland, bro. He not going to Cleveland.
The trade talk adds another layer. On the surface, trading LeBron sounds extreme, even disrespectful, but the reality is more complicated. He has leverage, influence, and control. There's the no-trade clause, his massive salary, and his age. You're not just trading a player, you're trading a global icon. What team is really giving up major assets for a 41-year-old making over $52 million? That's not just a basketball decision. It's a business, branding, and cultural decision all in one. Some point to Cleveland as the perfect ending, with LeBron finishing where it all started. Others mention Miami or a surprise contender looking for veteran leadership. But the logistics are messy. Salaries have to match. Teams have to believe he still moves the championship needle. And LeBron himself has to approve it. Without that, nothing happens. He holds the power, always has.
Did he accomplish what he needed to accomplish in LA, in your mind?
Yeah, I think we're always gonna say, damn, we want more. But he won a championship here. He won, and for himself, from a professional standpoint, hell yeah. He forged relationships in the business world that could he have done in Miami or
I'm
Cleveland?
talking basketball.
Yes, he won a championship. Now, again, we greedy. We would want more. But when you start to look at some of these teams now and the way the NBA is being played now, back then it was you get 2 stars and you're going to win. So he got AD.
Then there's the bigger question. Can you still win a championship with LeBron as the centerpiece? That's the debate no one wants to answer. He's still productive, still putting up numbers, and still demands defensive attention. But the league has changed. It's younger, faster, and deeper, built around players entering their prime, not leaving it. The West is loaded, and the road to the finals gets tougher every year. Critics argue the Lakers need to focus on the future, not the past. That means developing younger talent, building for the long term, and accepting that LeBron may not be able to carry a team one more time. It's a tough truth, but one every franchise faces eventually. Legends get older, windows close, and dynasties fade. The hardest part is knowing when it's time to move on.
You saw him in Cleveland. He went to several. He won one. You saw him in Miami. He went to several. He won one.
won
In
two.
LA,
No, he won 2 in Miami.
he won a couple. But he went to several, my premise.
Yes.
In LA, he only went to one. So, like, aren't your expectations higher when you're like, okay, in Cleveland, my dog went to, I think it was 4 straight, if I'm not mistaken. In Miami, he went to 4 straight. Now you come to LA, can I get a couple more appearances?
But supporters push back hard. They point out that LeBron is still one of the most impactful players on the team and argue that without him, the Lakers wouldn't even be competitive. They remind critics that he delivered a championship when the franchise needed it most. And they question whether the real issue is LeBron or the pieces around him, since roster instability, coaching changes, and inconsistent support have defined much of his time in LA.
You did
I
what you
guess
were supposed to
if you're
do.
the greatest ever or one of, you go to LA, I would have just have assumed he would have accomplished more. Because remember, regardless, it's a championship, it's a championship, it's a championship.
Yeah.
Bubble championship, so people make fun of it.
They make fun of it because they didn't win it.
Yeah.
That's what they do. If they had won it, it would have been.
But you
legitimate.
telling me like Bron could only get to one?
Another angle people often miss is the business side. Los Angeles boosted LeBron's global brand like nowhere else. Hollywood connections, media projects, production companies, and business deals all grew there. His impact wasn't just on the court, it was about influence, legacy, and building an empire. Cleveland can't offer that. Miami can't match it. LA is a different world, and that matters when you think beyond basketball. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're rocking with real, unfiltered NBA takes like this, make sure you like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown.